Good morning, all you lovely people. Welcome back to the grumpy old Git in the corner on a Thursday that is starting to brighten up, but we had an absolutely torrential rain and thunderstorm here first thing this morning. Must have been about 6 o'clock. I couldn't sleep. I'd been up since about 3:30, but yeah, absolutely tipped it down. But moving on, now last night's live stream was something a little bit different for me. I actually restreamed someone else's stream from the protest in London, as you know. Thank you for those that came in and stuck with me and watched while we depicted and took apart what was going on. But a little bit of help from Mrs. W. Thank you, sweetheart, for getting the audio sorted for me. That's something I'd never been able to sort out on restreaming like that. So that's done now. But I found out some very interesting information on the arrests we saw at the end there. I've been in touch with a couple of people. One of which I know I'm in touch with regular. Now, apparently the Met Police had posted that the protest was non-moving, so it was restricted to one area, which was obviously outside Downing Street, Whitehall. And it also had an allotted time frame, which was start at 7 p.m. finish on the dot at 8:30. But this wasn't posted. Nobody knew about this. And of course at 8:30 the corrupt fucking Met started to kettle people in. So they couldn't leave. This is why they were arresting them. They were keeping them there long enough so they could arrest them under a public order offence because they hadn't left the area after the protest. Although they were the ones that were keeping the fuckers there. Yes, there is one or two that will be charged simply because even when false arresting like that, they were kicking off with the police. So that's resisting and fighting with the police, isn't it? So they're obviously going to get done. But the others, they were held for a few hours behind the scenes, not at a police station. They were either in vans or stood on the street behind a steel wall that had been erected with a doorway in it. So this was all planned. This wasn't on the spot. They knew they were going to do this long before that protest started. It was down one of the back streets. But the others that hadn't done anything, they didn't know. They were de-arrested 3 hours later. They were slapped with a 48-hour non-return dispersal order. But as nobody was warned or being told about this by the police or anybody else, I think those people that were arrested and de-arrested with no charge have got a bloody good claim for wrongful arrest and false detention, unlawful detention. This is if they can be bothered to make a claim. And I would urge anybody that's watching this that was arrested or knows anybody, make a claim. Absolutely make a claim. But as we predicted, mainstream media picked up on it. There was hundreds of arrests. Very little actual being arrested and banged up or going to be charged, but they picked up on there were hundreds of arrests. Flares were thrown at number 10. Well, we watched it on the screen and there was one banger, I think, one firework went off. So that, according to mainstream media, is loads. And of course, everybody was branded far right, EDL thugs, So, that's what they love to call patriots nowadays. Far-right thugs. Connected to a group that doesn't fucking exist, as I've said before. But now, Roland has meeting with police chiefs this morning. They're obviously going to try and plead for more power because they can claim they were the fucking victims last night. So we can expect the bastard to give them more power, which will give them more leeway to do the same thing and plan the same fucking thing again. Now, how about doing it for pro-Palestine and the other fucking protests then? Met police, eh? Rowley, you corrupt, treasonous little bastard. Yeah. But there is a huge miscarriage of justice going on now. And there's no legal way we can fight it because the whole fucking system is corrupt. From the very, very top, Khan, Kiddie Starver, Rowley, to the very lowliest fucking idiot in uniform, which will probably be a PCSO. So basically on that score, we're fucked. But yeah, that was my take, and that's what I found out so far today on that. Now, another thing, the police have announced now that they have charged a 17-year-old boy, and I quote, 17-year-old boy, with 3 counts of murder, and I think it's 8 counts of attempted murder. Great, that's what we want. Personally, I'd like to see him put down for what he did, but hey, it's got to go through the justice system, innit? But they have announced that because of his age, 17, they can't name him because he's under 18. Really? Now, I remember not so long back Starmer saying if they get in power, they will give the right to vote to 16-year-olds. That they're going to take 16-year-olds' right to smoke away from them. So basically they're saying they're responsible enough to vote, but as far as I'm concerned, if they're responsible enough to vote for anything in this country, then they're responsible enough to be fucking named at that age when they get done for a crime, especially murder like this. So even now, they're going to be protected by a corrupt law, even after they commit fucking murder. And all that's going to do is add to the conspiracy theories and people making up their own mind, which they said they want to stop. You fucking idiots are causing it. Something very wrong there. Very, very wrong with the systems in this country. But I'll leave it there for today, folks. I've got my SIM card to sort out in my new phone. Well, not new phone, my new SIM card to sort out. So enjoy whatever weather you've got. They're telling us it could rain here again, but at the moment it's brightening up. So, but until tomorrow, as always, stay safe, stay strong, and watch your back with these corrupt bastards on the streets now. Respects, people.